Hi, welcome. This is Dawn at the Lazy Gardener, and I'm here to talk about what I'm going to do today in my garden. I have a section that it's been a little bit of a problem in my garden for a very long time. I have a little section that's between a bed and a row of roses. And so what I want to do is I want to dig this all out with a shovel. I've tilled it. I have dug it out before, mostly just tilled it. I've added some nourishments to it. I've already planted one plant there. And last weekend I dug out about 3 feet. And it took me pretty much 2 straight hours to do the 3 feet. And I just kept finding more and more grass. I want to plant there eventually a line of Jerusalem artichokes. This is a really interesting plant. That's a tuber plant, which means that it's like a potato and it is edible. And it is a plant that spreads about 5 feet and it gets 3 to 5 feet tall. And they're beautiful yellow flowers. And so I thought it'd look really good between the roses and then the bed full of cannas / whatever else is in that bed. That's kind of pretty much mostly a bulb bed. And if comes down to you needing food, you can eat the tubers. So they're just like a sweet potato. And so what I plan on doing today is using the shovel and digging out that remaining 5 feet. And then if I have more time, I'll dig farther. And if I have time. The problem is I have about a 2-hour window today to get all of this grass out because the winds are supposed to pick up to the point they're going 20 to 30 miles an hour. Saturday and Sunday is supposed to rain. So I need to make sure that I get this grass out. And then I'm going to leave just the Jerusalem artichokes in there. I'm planting nothing else because I know that grass is going to come back and I need to be able to get in there and dig out that grass. And if I put in, like Cosmo or zinnias or something in there, they'll mask, they're really good about looking beautiful and being free and lovely, but then there's a ton of grass underneath. So I think it's just for the first year that I have these artichokes in here that I need to make sure I keep it very free and clear. And then I'm going to put some pre-emergent out next year, and hopefully that will stop it in its tracks. But you have to understand, if you know anything about Bermuda grass, if you have a piece this big and it's brown and you leave it in the dirt, it will become a piece of grass again. It's very, very easy to get them to grow. So if you ever hear it when you're pulling it out and you hear a little popping noise, you've already messed up. So I just use it as you have a lot of grasses that come back. Most of them are fairly easy to get out. Bermuda is one of those ones, it's just part of life in Texas. So if you really want to get rid of Bermuda grass, you're going to have to do raised beds. That's about it. Because it's just very invasive. And it can grow, like I said, this little piece, this big, dead brown, and it will sprout and grow. So it's a great grass to have in your yard because it will definitely take over. But it's also very difficult to get out. And to me, I would much rather have Bermuda in there than nutgrass and what was this other stuff I found? I had something else. I was doing a plant app on the weeds last weekend because I was like, what is this stuff? Because I found in one of the beds, I found some kind of twisty vine. It was called some kind of clover vine. I think it was bushy clover vine or something like that. But anyway, it was in one of my beds. I was like, where did this come from? I have never seen this weed before. So I want to make sure I get it completely out. And I found another couple ones that I was like, what is this stuff? Why is this here? It was just very odd stuff that was growing in this one bed. But my husband had ordered a load of dirt, and a lot of that dirt was put in that bed. And I've gotten these very weird weeds, and I'm thinking it's from that dirt. So just be aware when you get dirt brought in, any kind of dirt, bought dirt from the store, you're going to get a new set of weeds with all of those things. Anyway, enjoy the video and like and subscribe. Thanks.